I want to hear your thoughts on this petty little post that we found
petty post.
on,
Let me see. Okay, let me hear
on
it.
the Instagram. All right. And I don't want to call it petty because I don't want to make it seem like it's not important, but it's kind of interesting. So anyway, a girl that I follow posted this on her Instagram stories. And she said, my client in Richmond, and we'll put it up on the screen for you all. My client in Richmond just said some real ish. Imagine being someone's friend and being demoted to an associate without notice. Either way, it's okay, but it's important to be clear with those boundaries when they change. So I don't think I've ever thought about like being demoted from a bestie or a friend to an associate. But when something like that does happen, expert, tell us, what should we do? How should we be feeling? How do we communicate?
As the one demoted?
Or
guess, the demoter.
Yeah, either or. Like, let's start with the one that was demoted.
The one who was demoted. Okay, so first I'll say that oftentimes someone doesn't make a shift like that unless the other person is like, unless it's literally happening. Like if we are no longer aligned in that way, the other person may not be conscious of it or they may be in denial about it, but chances are there's a reason why. Like we don't just make those kinds of shifts out of nowhere.
Yeah.
And so that's the first thing that I'll point out. So one might just be, if you are the one who was demoted, maybe I really need to think about why. And I might actually agree and be afraid of losing the relationship rather than actually being willing to adjust to what the relationship now has become, has evolved into or devolved into. And then actually, I think we might need to even put an asterisk next to demoted. Because the way that I like to think about it in terms of like, for example, a breakup or any sort of rejection in relationships, it can feel like a loss, but then you really kind of want to ask yourself, is it? What am I really losing?